So hi guys, Miss Remy here. I am joined by United Airlines, and we are so excited to talk about some of the opportunities that they offer, entry-level student positions. So I'm going to let them go ahead and introduce themselves and talk about some of the positions that they have open.
Thanks. So welcome everyone. We're happy to have you here, and we are excited about telling you opportunities that we have for me in our Denver kitchen. So we provide food and beverage for all of our flights departing Denver, and in some cases for the return trips coming back. So we've got several different organizations that we're hiring in. We have what's called cold food department, and that is preparation for all of the cold items that we board on our aircraft. We also have within that department we have our kitchen where we actually bake and make various foods for our flights. We've got an equipment and liquor organization where we have obviously it's our beverages that we provide to our customers. And then finally, in our transportation, we also have opportunities in transportation, and that is basically delivery from our kitchen to the aircraft, and where we strip, if it's an originating airplane, we'll board our food product, and if it's a flight that's come into Denver, we'll strip the old food off, put the new food on, and then dispatch it back out. So there's various positions. We have full-time and part-time positions available. Part-time positions, typically, we've got a couple of different options that we try to make available to employees, so it's a little bit more friendly for work schedules. You might have 3 to 4 to 5 day schedules, and then hours vary depending on what the schedule is. We also have, I did forget to mention, our warehouse where we receive all of our product into the facility. We take inventory of it, and then we requisition and dispatch out to the various departments for preparation. So we're really excited about the opportunities we have here. Denver is in full growth mode. So we are adjusting our staffing and headcount to satisfy the needs of our customers and the food options that we make available. 18-year-old requirements, read, write, speak English, and depending on the location, there might be some requirements to, for instance, working in freezers. So we obviously provide our employees that work in cold temperatures with uniforms that help combat the cold. We have, like I said, we have uniform requirements. We provide uniforms, safety shoes. Excuse me. We provide safety shoes to our employees, and we just I think that's probably about it. It's a great entry-level position into the airline business. We make it a point to make other opportunities available to employees, and there is significant growth within the different organizations that are here at DIA. We do ask for a commitment that you stay in the catering facility for a year, and then we're happy to help facilitate and help employees find other opportunities within the company.
Janelle, would you like to speak about some of the other positions that are available?
Yes,
yeah.
My name's.
Oh, sorry,
go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Either was great.
Go ahead, Janelle.
Okay, so my name's Janelle Mahalik. I'm one of the assistant managers. I know that we are hiring the below the wing that we call it for the ramp. So that's basically like everything that you see outside of the window. So we bring aircraft in, we push aircraft out, any move the bags, things like that. We do hire for part-time as well, but as Kevin stated, we're definitely growing. You can always pick up overtime or trade shifts. Once you kind of get through that 6-month probation period, you can really make your schedule here, and our job's pretty simple, it sounds like, but every day is something new. So definitely growing, definitely excited time to be here in Denver for sure.
That's great. That's an exciting. So if you love airplanes, you love aviation, both of these jobs are amazing jobs. I think in both cases, with what Kevin described in Janelle, you are working very close to the aircraft. In the case of the ramp position, you're actually on the aircraft, you're actually loading bags, you're around the airplane. And so it's a very interesting job. And even though you're not working directly with customers, as Janelle mentioned, there is definitely a customer component to all of this, because customers can observe you doing the work, and you have an opportunity to shine in that role. All of these roles are great opportunities to get into leadership positions at United. Our current managing director of the ramp employee team actually started as a ramp employee. So you see that a lot at United. We're a growing airline. I like to say we're the best airline in the world, with an amazing route network, and Denver is a critical part of our strategy. And the reason we're hiring is because it's growing rapidly as we recover from the pandemic. I did want to add the starting salary for our ramp team members is $1,503. You do also get health benefits, including access to LTD, dental, medical, etc. And then the very wonderful also privilege that we have is great travel opportunity to travel the world on United Airlines, which is a terrific, another terrific reason to be engaged within the airline organization.
And I'm sorry, I forgot. Cindy just reminded me. Starting salary in the kitchen is $14.77, and again, the same benefits apply.
You guys are very thorough. That was most of my questions, but I did want to ask, for students who are interested in applying, what would the application process look like? Where should they start?
So they can apply at united.com. And Victoria, I think you may have the flyer that we sent out as well. That's another way, and applicants can simply click on the QR link and apply through that, which basically takes them to united.com and the various jobs that we have. So that's the easiest way to do it. We do everything through united.com. And then once you're screened through the initial process, then we would set you up for an interview, et cetera, and determine next steps. The other thing, and Kevin can add to this as well, but there is a training program for the ramp. There's about 5 weeks of training. The first week is orientation. The second week is classroom. And then the last 3 weeks, you're kind of in the classroom and also on the job. But again, it's an investment in becoming very knowledgeable about a very important role in the organization and being able to execute on your first day on the job.
Yeah, and I would add, in the catering world, most of the training, all of the training involves 1 week of classroom. And then for all areas, with the exception of transportation, there's typically an additional week of OJT. Well, they'll get hands-on with fellow employees in that same department. For transportation, because of the complexity of that training, beyond the first week of classroom training, there's typically another 6 weeks to get fully authorized and signed off on the different equipment types, because each time your training is involved is with each aircraft type that we have. So, you'll go through 4 or 5 different aircraft types before you're completely signed off. So that training period is a little bit more extended.
And for students who this may be their first job or early in their careers, essentially, are there specific things that you are looking for students? Any kind of, I guess, soft skills or things that you would like them to highlight to show that they would be a good match at United?
Well, I think for the catering aspect of it, because it's not a customer facing or a customer contact position, although I will say that we do work really hard to have great interactions with our internal customers, So transportation drivers, for instance, will be interacting with flight attendants on the plane. So there's that type of contact, and it's really just, there are some positions that require, individual, individual work, and then there's others that are more group settings. So we're just looking for people in the kitchen that are, happy to be around people in general, right? We just want people to enjoy their coworkers. We want people to enjoy, like I said, their internal customers, and then provide great service to our external customers, right, who are really important to us. And we, I'll echo Cindy's comment. I think we are actually the greatest airline. So, and if not, we certainly will be short order.
Exactly. And what I would add, Victoria, is that, and Janelle may have some more to add to this, but Colorado's got beautiful, is such a beautiful place to live, and working in the ramp environment. If you like the outdoors, you get to be outdoors. If you like to work out, it's very physical. You're moving constantly, so it'll keep you very fit. I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Janelle.
Yeah, I think a lot with the role, kind of like Cindy said, it can be very basic and simple, but I think we look for dependability. I mean, we do run an on-time airline, and so if you can really commit that, especially the first 6 months of your probation, it can really grow into anything. But that first 6 months, we're looking for you as like the best of who you are. And so if you can give that in the first 6 months, then the careers are endless. I'm the same way. I started as a ramp service employee and then moved my way up, went to the kitchen, and then came back. So there's lots of opportunity if you're willing to. It can be like a part-time job, or it could be a career. It's really whatever you're looking for.
One question, I'm not sure if it was addressed, but for students who might be looking for part-time work because they are not quite ready to graduate yet, do your jobs require a high school diploma or GED, or are you open to current students?
We do require a high school diploma or GED. I think it's the same for your roles, is that right, Kevin?
That's correct, yes.
Just wanted to double check.
Yeah,
but
great question.
Even our students who are continuing on with college, it seems like this would be a great opportunity. Do you guys offer anything like tuition reimbursement or professional certifications within United?
In the kitchen, we don't. Tuition reimbursement. We do provide specific food safety training that is not. Most people normally don't get that unless that's their their discipline that they're pursuing. But we do provide that extra training in addition to just the basic job requirements in the kitchen.
Yeah, we don't have a certification per se, other than the fact that they are going through this 5 weeks of training, which obviously is something that is significant. It's a significant investment, and we'll gain a lot of knowledge about the entire airline operation through that process.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Those are all the questions that I have for you. Do you have anything else you would like to add?
I would just say, if anyone has any questions, please send them our way. We know there's a lot of talented students in Westminster, and we would love to have them join the United family.
Yeah, and the only thing I would add is I don't want to, underestimate the opportunity. So Janelle touched on it. We've all touched on it a little bit. I mean, for people that are, enthusiastic about making a career, there are just so many opportunities. I started in New York. I ended up in Boston. I went to Tampa, Florida. I was in Chicago. I'm now in Denver. So it's entirely up to the individual, and basically the sky's the limit, right? No pun intended. But I mean, there is just so many different things you can do at this company. So really it's about, getting your foot in the door, and then, pursuing what you're passionate about. So I would also, will welcome anyone that's interested in making a career, right? We'd love to have you.